Hello everybody, welcome. Sorry there was no intro music. I'm currently setting up the system with the we're trying a new setup. Uh, Obviously some guy called Jamie didn't like the stream, said the stream was terrible last time. I've tweaked a few things, moved a few things about, still running 4 apps while doing this stream. But we are at Road Atlanta for the opening of the GT3 league, which went down pretty well. Gotta be said, 15 drivers on the track, and the track temperature is 26 degrees with 55% chance of rain, and it is overcast. So we will see. We will have music back in the coming days as you do. Let's get on the grid. See who took pole position, and it was Baz cutting. It was Big Baz taking the lead from Stefan Buer. Martin Lee in third, Tony Lamb second, Ryan Dudley fifth, Scott Kostrick in sixth, Jamie Allen number 2 was 7th, Dan Wareham in 8th, Adrian Hadfield in 9th, broadcaster me, myself and I was in 10th place, and then James Smith, Sean Clark, just had me lunch. Well, where did we get to? James Smith, then Sean Clark in 12th, and then Stuart Breesley in 13th, Mr. Johnston, Mr. JT, the man himself, the governor, in 14th, and Gary Linton was in 15th place. So, without further ado, let's get this race underway. No, we're not. Let's go see where the boys are. Here they all are, all lined up on the grid as you do. Let me know what it sounds like. I hope it sounds alright. One will have to let me know. The boys are just getting themselves sorted. It is all fixed setup. Well, I say fixed setup. Everybody's running the same air downforce. Can't adjust the fuel. Can't do any of that. I was going to run the AMG myself, but realised I didn't have it. But the lights are up. That's right. There goes the checkered flag. We are away. And oh dear, already a collision off the start finish line, and that is Stefan Buer and Tony Lamb having a big coming together. Tony Lamb, I do apologise, in the most wanted livery. It looks very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. So the Ferrari BMW driver not getting away particularly well, but it is the DeWalt. There's no teammates in here, but we have got a pair of DeWalt 296 liveried Ferraris in the way of Baz Cutting and Martin Lee and Ryan Dudley. We know we've got pace. We've got another exceptional one from Ryan Dudley. A race coming up. We will get the post-race comments done for that as well. It was very entertaining, gotta be said. But already down the inside, there's oh gee, everybody running wide there. Everybody's running wide. As I was saying, who are we on with? Let's go now, there we go. We are on with Ryan Dudley in the BMW. This is Jamie Allen and Dan Wareham having a little coming together. Where is Mr. JT? Up 3 spots into 11th place. There you go, in the blue and black 992. He's closely followed by Stuart Breesley. This league will have the sponsor logo up in the top right corner as well. Obviously I've got to retweak everything to get it back up and perfect. And this league is sponsored by the Vape Guru. So yeah, the Vape Guru is the man. So check them out as well. Every league is sponsored, and it's $15 up for the winner of this league. iRacing dollars, that is. So definitely worth joining in. Still room, this is only the opening race. It's still Baz and Martin Lee, 1-2. 1.3 behind is Ryan Dudley in the BMW as well. Sounds like a diesel, but it's not. It's a pretty decent car, to be fair. It was good fun to drive. And then we've got Dan Wareham in the other BMW. Currently sitting in 5th, up 3 positions. Adrian Hadfield up 3 in 6th. Gary Linton is the man on the move. He is up 8 places. And having a look down the inside of Adrian Hadfield as well. The two were 3-4 abreast there. 4 Porsches in a row. It's nice to see. Closely followed by Jamie Smith and myself in the black and blue. I'm not sure that was the livery I chose, if I'm honest. It was a little... I'm sure I chose the other livery. I've got a move Gary Linton in the big lockup as well by Daniel Wareham. Gary Linton's card, you know Gary Linton's liveries pretty well. They have a black at the front, white at the back, or black at the back and white at the front. Pretty cool. Really cool indeed. And we did see Dan Wareham having a big lockup in his pursuit of Jamie Allen. Whereas Ryan Dudley gone. Ryan Dudley has dropped a nugget down 7 positions behind Stuart Breelett. He must have had a lock, must have been him that locked up and went wide. Oh, a little coming together there with Stuart Breelett. Not for the faint heart. Did have a little coming together ourselves around there. It is what it is. Stefan Buell second. He was down now into 13th place. Dropped 11 spots in the most wanted livery BMW. Tony Lamb down 10 positions, down to 14th. Closely followed by the Ferrari driver, Sean Clark. That 922 was epic. Like we said, that 922 drives like it's on train tracks. It is a good one. But you know, everybody at Amex is new, hence why I went in the BMW. But we are 8 seconds off the lead and very close on the back of Adrian Hadfield. Very close indeed. It's all about getting a good exit out of the final corner to get the move done on the straight. We're just not quite close enough as we jump on the gyro cam. Where we've got set of best lap as well. They just seen it lighting up in the pink. And then later on the brakes as well. Keep it in third gear, keep the car stable, and let it run too wide over the rumble strip, or it will pull you off further to the left. I'm going down a second to hug this car in here. Very ginger on the throttle as well. We've just seen Ryan Dudley pass Stuart Breelett for P11 as we're in our pursuit of Adrian Hadfield, but we're not quite going to get that one done straight away. We are in a little bit of a dogfight. BMW versus the Porsche. Martin Lee. Ryan Dudley has passed John Johnston as well. Ryan Dudley on a move now down to 10th, but down 5 positions. Already gained 2. He's already passed Stuart Breelett and Mr. Johnston. Runs a little wide here. We'll get a ×1. Afternoon, says Baz. How you doing, Bazza? Let me know what it sounds like. How you doing? I've just tried a new setup as you do. So let me know. Hopefully we are lag free. Hopefully we are lag free. Oh, and who's that? That is me, myself, and I. That is the broadcaster Dan in order. Off with the fairies. So easily done. So easily done. That was a little coming together there. I do remember that. Mr. Baz in the chat, leading the way from Martin Lee in the Gold sponsored livered machine. He's got 1.3 to Martin Lee as we come through 11 and 11A into the final corner. Brake wide, try and catch the rumble strip on the left, pull you round for the right. You will get a longer and faster drive out the corner. As I did work in my pursuit of a few drivers. Wasn't pretty bad, but we are now 25.6 seconds off the lead and some way down the order. Got 8 seconds to Adrian Hadfield, who's in the Skechers sponsored machine. And who else? That's Jamie Smith in the barrier. Volume could be slightly higher, but otherwise it's fine. Is that the car volume or the mic volume, bud? Let me know. I can turn up the car volume just a little bit. Hopefully that's alright for you, my man. Where is our closest battle? This is race 1 of the first grid race, and that is Mr. Scott Kostrick in the effervescent 922. He has got some mad liveries. I say, Joycey, thank you very much, my man. How are you? Everybody looking good in 922. Mike, says Rob Silverman. Let's turn the mic up. Here we go. We'll toy. See how we get on. We'll just keep toying. I'm ironing it out. I've had to reset everything. Reinstall, uninstall, all that jazz. As Tony Lamb passes John Johnston for P8 in this battle. Ferrari versus Porsche versus BMW. That is a nice looking. Someone's done a good job on that livery. It's got to be said. That livery looks absolutely spot on. Most wanted. Do like that. But just behind that, Stefan Buer getting past John Johnston. Nice little move from Stefan. No, it was a great race, but it was a good race. It was a real good race. I mean, did the track cost him, so it's like he's mown down a group of cars. He does have some eccentric liveries, does he not? But, you know, it's one way to get noticed. It's one way to get noticed. Got to be said. Got to be said. That gap is still 1 point. Well, it's less than a second now between the Dwalt drivers. We are only 8 minutes into a 20-minute race, so we'll see how Martin Lee gets on in his pursuit for fast cutting. From Jamie Allen is 3.7 off the back of Martin Lee, and he has got Dan Weirham just 4/1000ths of a second behind him as well. We'll be getting a bit of slip. AMG versus BMW. If it was allowed the Legacy Merc, I would have raced that, but I wasn't on the night page with a Merc that I've already got, which is a bit older than the new one. Yeah. Hence the BMW, and that is as tight as you like from Dan Weirham in its pursuit of the AMG. I did think Sector 2, this part of the track, was my worst part of the track until we get around this corner. Got to be really feather the throttle in this BMW. It was pretty tail happy when I put my foot down, especially around here. You had to wait for the nose to drop into the corner before you could bury the throttle. But he managed that pretty well. I see if he takes the kink flat out. Get it right, you can. A little dab, he dib-dab then, didn't he? He had a bit of a dib-dab. But yeah, that was pretty good nonetheless. In his pursuit of Jamie Allen. Not close enough to get a move done through 10. Can run a little bit wider there on your exit. Not forcing the issue, he wants to stay tucked under the rear wing. Also into 11 and 11.8. That is a flat section of track as well. If he gets a good enough exit up the start finish straight. Good do. Could really get that move signed, sealed and delivered. But that AMG has got a great turn of pace. Good relay has just been off the circuit and now rejoined. Relay, he's down in 30th position at the moment and nowhere to go for that BMW as the AMG puts it all in the right places. Ryan Dudley is now down only 2 spots and dumping the gap down to Scott Costa, which is now down to 2.8 in his BMW. Tony Lamb is not too far behind either. He has passed Stefan Buer. Is nobody at work today, what? Nobody working? I'm on split shift, so you know I thought I'd come and get this sorted out, ready for Sunday. See if we can cheer Jamie up, because we didn't enjoy the stream last time around. You know, plus when I watched it back, it was like yeah, did my head in. So for those that watched it, I think you're fantastic for persevering with the stream. Really do. But we shall crack on as we do. The Ferrari is only 6/1000ths of a second behind the most wanted man on the grid. BMW trying to pull away, but not quite enough. Stefan just showing his nose down the inside, fancy a little look, not going to pull that one off. And we've also got Sean Clark on the back end of John Johnston, Porsche versus Ferrari. That's a nice livery as well. It's pretty nice. Very nice indeed. I did love the carousel. I thought it was a great corner when you get it right. When you get it spot on, that nose gets tucked in nice and you absolutely bury the throttle. You can catch no end of cars out through there. All flat as you like, but not close enough just yet. Mr. Johnson getting that one spot on. And in our pursuit, we are 3.4 off the back of Sean Clark. Stuart Wheeler a further 4 seconds back. And Jamie Smith is in a fight with Adrian Hadfield. Porsche versus BMW. I have a choice. I think it's 11. Is it 11 cars? 11 GT3s? On main Avalon. Stefan Brewer has been off track. He's took a little excursion as well. Everybody's running wide today. Now I did split shift morning, then this afternoon I'm back in 3 till 6, and then 6 till drive up to Gotham, then I've got football as well tonight. It's been a very entertaining day for me today. Very entertaining indeed. Looking good. That Skechers machine not putting a move on just yet. But I'll tell you who's putting a move on. That's Sean Clark on John Johnston. I did see the name swap around just ever so slightly. And in our pursuit, while these are fighting, we have taken out 2 seconds this lap. We have taken out 2 seconds and the boys fighting. This part of this corner absolutely hammered me sometimes. But you get it spot on. A run wide there as well from Sean Clark. That's just going to bring Mr. Johnston right under his ironing board. Very gentle. Ooh, bit sideways there from Mr. Johnston. It's giving us hope. Giving us hope. Now we're on the back door of Mr. Johnston. We'll give him a little flash. You know, he's like, I know I see you, Kevin. See you. Dan Wareham has crashed. Yeah, Gary Linton passed down Wareham. Adrian Hadfield has passed James Smith, P14. Scott Costrick has passed down Wareham, as Ryan Douglas, P5 and 6. We're not quite there yet on the back of Mr. Johnston, but we're just winding him up. We're setting him up. It's a bit naughty to be fair, innit? But we are there. We are right under the ironing board. Forcing it down the outside. He's gone defensive with Mr. JT. We'll go a little bit later on the race. We'll try and get the old switcheroo if we can. Not quite. That Porsche has got a great corner exit. It's pretty planned. There we go. And down to turn 1. That move is done. Inside line complete, and we will be away. The Dwalt team sponsored machines. 1.9 the gap from Baz to Martin Lee. Running too bad at all. Jamie Allen currently rounding out the podium positions in the AMG in 3rd place. 4 minutes left to go of race 1. We've got Mr. Linton. And Scott Costrick is 1.8 off the back of Mr. Linton. Ryan Dudley is catching as well. He's now down only 1 position from the starting position in 6th place. The division starting 5th. Did have a good turn of pace, did Ryan Dudley. It wasn't too bad indeed. It was very sweaty night's racing last night. It was John Johnston passes Sean Clark again. Evenly matched these pair. And we're Dave Clark and Sean Clark in the 86ers. Having a little ding dong Perma race that happened a couple of weeks ago. That was pretty entertaining. And Sean Clark not afraid to mix it up with the best of them at all. 7.6 seconds behind Stuart Wheeler. Has got Adrian Hadfield behind him. 3.5 seconds in the Skechers machine and past James Smith for good measure. BMW is 1.4 off the back of Adrian Hadfield and in 15th place, down 4. Biggest mover on the track is Gary Linton, up 11 into 4th place. So good turn of pace as well. Scott Costrick not too far behind that gap from Ryan Dudley as well, as down 4.5 towards Scott Costrick. Yeah. Stefan Brewer and Tony Lamb. That Ferrari is pretty quick in the straight line, as is the BMW as well. So I was quite surprised how quick that BMW is in the straight line. It's tucked right under the rear wing. Staying defensive is Stephen Brook, but around the outside he fancies it. But he planted that Ferrari. That's good driving indeed. Fancy a late look. Now, thought better of it. We'll tuck into the slipstream and pull you down the straight. If you had DRS, you probably wouldn't have done the same if you was in any Formula car. Ryan Dudley just in the background there as well. The Ferrari moves up into 7th place. Tony Lamb then down to 8th Dan Wareham. No, it's Dan Wareham in down one. Broadcaster actually where he started on the grid, so anything in front of him would be a bonus. John Johnston is up 3 into 11th place, closely followed by Sean Clark. Been pretty close most of the race to his pit. Very close indeed. That gap is still not big enough for Bazza's liking. It's in Martin Lee firing it out of the King, as you do. Get aboard and have a look at this Ferrari so you can see what it looks like. For those of you that haven't got one, it is pretty tasty indeed inside. It is really, really good. I do that. I can actually see the arches of this Ferrari and the satin cockpit view. I can only imagine what it looks like in VR, so I think it looks epic on triples. So not quite got all the apex here in Martin Lee, but decent exit nonetheless. 1.3 gap to the car in front. Not too bad at all. Keeping him honest. Keeping him honest is what we can say. Might be getting a little bit of slipstream. They're at it again. That is Sean Clark and John Johnston swapping positions out you go. That is Sean Clark off in the kitty litter as well. Gives John Johnston a bit of breathing space, but he's going to invite Stuart Brealey. Dan is inside through turn 11 into 11A. He won't give it up easy, will Sean Clark. John Johnston's took a little excursion. Now they've got the Skechers machine. Not too far behind either, and Jamie Smith has caught the Skechers machine. Oh, that's another off. Sean Clark. Oh, big damage. Magic repair button. That damage is not on. It's just superficial. It only lasts a second, so it only lasts for a bit. But time-wise, we'll move you down the grid. But he's back in business. Is Sean Clark with only this is the last lap. The boys are on the last lap. The timer is up to 20-minute mark. And that's still 1.5. Or might be a little bit sideways there on his exit. Gotta say that. It's not a bad livery as well. It's the old. Might be on the Kita then. The Kita tools are better than the old tools. That's just me. There are these two anyway, so I can see her on track. Yeah, a couple of corners to go. About 3 corners to go, and Baz Point can they hold on 1.5. Opening race for the GT3 League on iRacing, brought to you by TANSO Racing Group on Facebook, Discord, and their web page as well. Go with them up. Drivers joining all the time. We've had a landfill of drivers joining. It's been amazing. We're rounding the last corner is Baz Coin. Making opening day victory here at Road America, and the checkered flag is out for Baz. There you go, Baz up. Race 1 winner this evening. Martin Lee will come home in 2nd place. Jamie Allen will come home in 3rd place. Gary Linton will come home just ahead of Scott Kostrick for 4th and 5th. There's Ryan Dudley coming home in 6th place. Good ice BMW finish. So there was a Ferrari 1-2, AMG, Porsche 4-5, and then it was Ryan was the highest BMW. Then it was Tony Lamb, Dan Wareham, and myself coming over the line. That was honestly racing that BMW. You have to keep your mind concentrated. You have to keep concentrating all the time. Need to get a little bit loose. It takes about 3 or 4 laps to get them tyres warmed up. We will get the results very soon. All race results will come up very soon. But now, I forgot where I was last time. Get them results up for you, boys and girls. Here we go. As you see, Baz Cutting finishing in 1st place. Martin Lee 2nd. Jamie Allen in 3rd. They are your podium position. They are your podium stand. Jamie Allen in 3rd, rounding it out. Gary Linton 4th, Scott Kostrick 5th, Ryan Dudley in 6th, Stefan Buer in 7th, Tony Lamb 8th, Dan Wareham 9th. Had a few excursions, but not where you normally see Dan Wareham down that far. Might get a nosebleed. Broadcaster, that is me in 10th place, round 90 top 10. John Johnston 11th, Adrian Hadfield in 12th. Stuart Breeley in 13th. Jamie Smith in 14th. And Sean Clark in 15th place. So, that was pretty decent, was it not? That was pretty decent indeed. While we're waiting for that, you don't want to see me changing all the jazz over. So we'll leave it like that. I will just bring up the feature as we do. Get it back live. Yeah. Amateur hour again. So race 2. Let's get it underway. Battle box up as well. Keep it on the move. We want to see. No, Adrian Hadfield start on pole. It is reverse grid for race 2. And Adrian Hadfield, John Johnston broadcasting third, Tony Lamb fourth, and already been passed. Down the order is a broadcaster as well. Did have the inside line, but being done by the most wanted around the outside. That was a brilliant move. Brilliant move indeed. So what can these two do? The DeWalt drivers, they started down the order. Baz down, down 10, Martin Lee as well, down the 13th place. Sean Clark didn't race 2, had to hop, skip and jump. So here's where it is. So Martin Lee, Stuart Breeley and Baz Cotton are your back runners as it stands, with John Johnston as taking the lead here from Tony Lamb and Adrian Hadfield in the sketches machine. Remember, I first met John, he was racing on GT Sport, and it was always around the back end of the track and things like that. And then when I first came over to iRacing, I was like, John, you're not meant to be this fast, bro. He was not this fast on GT Sport. He's never been a fast driver. Never been. And then proves everybody wrong. Comes out hammering it all the time as Mr. JT. He loves it. He absolutely loves it. And he loves leading the way right now by 5 on 5 a second to Tony Lamb and Adrian Hadfield, very close indeed. The biggest gap actually is from Dan Waring to Gary Linden, 1.5 seconds, and we have got a fight at the back as well. That was down the inside was Baz Cutting on the broadcast today, as we try and have a look back down the inside. We'll go side by side, brave it out if we can. That Ferrari, it's just too planted. That's how easy it is to drive around the outside of another car in that Ferrari. It's further behind, it's Ferrari versus BMW again with James Smith and Stuart Breeley. A little coming together there, well, probably helped him stay straight there. Brilliant night racing it was, but it was really good. Really enjoyed it. As they go off, big coming together. That's Martin Lee, Scott Kostrick, all involved in that. Big off and away with the fear is Martin Lee. Or when you get that, when you're racing that close, it just happens, doesn't it? You just can't avoid it. You really can't avoid incidents like that. That was a big off. Martin Lee. Well, he's not the last driver. It still really is, but he's pulled him right off the back of the track now. And Ryan Dudley is off the track as well. Stephen Muir has passed John Johnston for 5th. Big gangle of cars here. Let's have a look from his point of view. See it from his perspective. It's one of the most awkward braking zones on this circuit, I feel. You don't get it right, you'll be away down the right hand side. You will do a George Russell into the tyre wall just down the way there as we look up the inside of Baz, who I believe feels like he's getting held up. They have a great turn of pace in race 1, but it's just in battle between the midfield runners, shall we say. Pushing on nonetheless. One way to learn is following one of the faster drivers, trying to stay with him for a lap to watch his line, watch the braking, watch where the zones that they're braking, because everybody races different. You know, obviously we take a tighter line, but it's got the pace already out of the carousel. So have a look down the inside of Mr. Johnston. We try and go round the outside of the King into the slipstream of Mr. Johnston as well. I did actually thought I did that pretty well. I did have a quiet smirk to myself. Oliver Chalk is in there as well. Thank you, Mr. Chalk. How you doing, my friend? Hope you are well. He's loving the stream. Probably sat in the fan on his way to another job, as you do. Ryan Dudley leading the way from Dan Wareham. They look like team living machines as well, got to be said. And that's the setting up for the Enduro. There's an endurance race, is it? Where's the endurance race? Is that Saturday or Friday? I do know it's a team endurance. That's probably what it is. One may never know. And I've just seen the Ferrari closing right up on the back of Adrian Hadfield there on the straight. And the most wanted man on the track is currently down 2 positions into 6th place. Not running too, a little bit squeamish on the way out there was Stefan Buer. I remember saying his last name wrong, otherwise he'll become an SB. We have got Dave Pineau, who has been nicknamed and dubbed Mr. DP. I can't say his surname. I can't say a lot of surnames. It took me ages to get Scots right, and I don't even think I'm saying that right either. So we're shortening down. That's what we're doing. But we're still in a fight here with Baz, holding him up to the best of our ability. We don't want to lose another spot. We're currently sat in 7th place, up 3. Not running too bad at all, but that Porsche is all over the ironing board of that BMW, and I think our car is slightly bigger than that Ferrari. Looking at that, yes, we are giving him a great aero slip from the looks of that. An absolute savage aero slip. He's literally gaining on us all the time. I have to break this up a little bit sooner. I fancy a nosedive as he gains on us into turn 10. Takes a bit more corner than we do as well. Going into turn 11. Goes way on the back door of Tony Lamb as well. It's just in front of Tony Lamb. It's Stefan Buer and Adrian Hadfield coming a bit close, but that is Baz Cutting. He should have stayed, but he has got that done. Over the broadcaster, I did see Tony Lamb and Stefan having a little side-by-side action as well. He is in the slipstream of Adrian Hadfield. Front 3 just opening a little gap, and that is, you see the turn of pace that Baz had right there. It's Adrian Hadfield goes defensive on Stefan Buer. Gets that move locked off. No way through. Tony Lamb's joined the pod. Baz Cutting up a position. We'll be saying thank God for that. Now he has got another 3 in front. See how he gets on. John Johnston and broadcaster going side by side. Both up positions. John Johnston up 5. Broadcaster up 2. Scott Costa has joined the party as well. In the clan killing machine. What we call it? The clan killing machine. Is that what we call it? He's been through B&Q and tried all the paints, and he went, you know what, can't make my mind up. Chuck them all up. There's Big Scott. EK Den running wide there as well, the broadcaster. Is Martin Lee getting on. He is now 1.1 off the back of Jamie Smith after that big coming together just a few laps ago. But really doing well to hang on, to be fair. He's still coasting around. He's down the back of the order, but he's still going. That's the main thing. Ryan Dudley is 1.6 ahead of his livered teammate Dan Wareham. Gary Linton not too far as well. Gary Linton up 12th position, so running really well. Running really well indeed. We did start off with a 992 lead, obviously this car here that Gary Linton is driving now for us, and that was season 1. This is season 2. And we did a promo race with the Porsche versus the 296 Ferrari, and then when you know, I'm just stepping up to a vast array of GT3 cars, and here we are now. And I tell you what, absolutely tremendous fun. You've got your front battles, you've got your midfield battles. You know, everybody's in a battle of their own, as is Baz on the back of that BMW, who's been He'll probably be thankful for the slip off the Porsche, to be honest. Baz later on the bridge goes right up on the back of Tony Lamb. And there's another battle there as Martin Lee sends it down the inside of James Smith. And getting that move signed, sealed and delivered. Next car for Martin Lee, 61,000 on the second down the road is Mr. Scott Kostrick. In the slipstream of Jamie Allen. And then in front of him is Budweiser and Mr. Johnston. So a bit of a cork in the bottle at the moment. Is Mr. JT. We've got a gang of cars. Jamie Allen having a look down the inside. He must go round the outside of the broadcaster. We'll try and keep our nose just in front if we can, but easier said than done around this circuit. Easier said than done. I'm going to give it up lightly, what? A little bit ginger coming through there. I thought it was going to go free wide then. Not for the brave. Not for the brave free wide around there. I would say this track's just barely big enough to go too wide without causing an incident and getting scared off the circuit. But yeah. It's not free wide. Not free wide at all. Smith hanging on to the back of Martin. There was a 1, 2, 3. Oh, he's having a look. A big swing out from Jamie Allen there. As he's pushing it to the extremities of the circuit to hold the AMG off. He is all over any which way you can. We're going to tuck under the rear wing of Mr. Johnson and hopefully keep that position as we go into 9 and then into 10. He's not an happy bunny in that AMG. He's not an happy bunny in the back of it. He's swearing under that helmet. Just get out the bloody way, lad. Got a good run, as did we on the back of Mr. Johnston as well, as we did in race 1. Mr. JT taking the defensive line this time around. AMG can take any slipstream he wants. Oh, he's going to make it 3 wide. It is going to go 3 wide, is it? We've already got that move done, and we will cut the nose off just a little bit off the AMG, but then we will run it wide and get a bit sideways as Mr. Johnson does exactly the same thing. Side by side, AMG getting the move done as we're running it wide out of turn 3. And Martin Lee moves up in spot as well. I wasn't most impressed with that move myself. I was absolutely fuming. It's still up the front now. That is Dan Wareham has caught the back of his liveried teammate Ryan Dudley in 41 thousandths of a second. Gary Linton that is 4.4 off the back, as you can just see running around in fresh air. He's got a further 7 seconds to Stefan, and Tony Lamb has got no time at all to Bascoigne. It was literally 21 thousandths behind. We'll hang on around the carousel, I reckon. We don't need to. The most wanted. Got it sideways, collected Bascoigne, and away you go. That slowed him down just a little bit though, because that has brought Adrian Adfield into play in the Skechers machine. We're in 7.15 of a second now though. That AMG is breaking away from the rest as well. I will hopefully try and get another pre-race stream done tomorrow. We've got the touring car, which is great fun as well, and I've got 2 more to do, I believe it is. Monday and Tuesdays. This is run on a Wednesday night. I think touring cars was on Monday, was it not? GT4, that's it. GT4 Tuesdays. That was another good race. Very good. Around here as well in the GT4s, I did have an AMG that time around, so don't you worry about that. Who has Gary Linton has passed down Wareham and into first place. Oh, dearie me. What happened between them two? I can only assume there was a little bit of a coming together between Ryan Dudley and Dan Wareham. But Ryan Dudley up second place. I say up to second place. But Gary Linton up 14 positions, right down the back of the order. Pleasing himself, just driving his own race, doing his own thing. Picking up little freebies every day, everywhere, putting on all the right moves. Now leads the way with, we've still got 6 and a bit minutes left to go, but don't count these boys out yet. Ryan Dudley, Dan Wareham, 91.3 behind, but they have got a great turn of pace when they need it. And Ryan W was on a little earlier on, posting in the chat how good he was in a race earlier on. So yeah, don't write him off just yet. Martin Lee is in the pit lane. I do believe that's a drive for a penalty for Martin Lee. Dan Wareham, Stefan, down 2, in 4th place though. Another bad run. Baz, down 4. Has cleared the traffic. Martin Lee has just left the pit lane. There's some half a lap down now with Martin Lee. But no, just the fact that it's a BMW and it's got the most wanted livery on it, I think it's spot on. Favourite livery so far. Has its sketches ones alright, not too bad. And that won't be too bad either. As the AMG, we'll be watching them little mistakes creeping in. It's pretty planted, that AMG. Already looking down into turn 12. Not quite. Got all the apex. God, did he get a good overspeed out that corner as well? Already under the ironing board of Adrian Hadfield. Hadfield's up 2 into 7. Down 1 for Jamie Allen. Be back up and on even par once he passes Adrian Hadfield and getting that move done before he even gets to turn 1. A lot later on the brakes in the AMG as well. Very comfortable move for Jamie Allen. Don Johnston is in 11th place. Broadcaster is in 10th. James Smith is in a fight with Martin Lee. No, he's not. It's John Johnston. You see them two liveries are bloody confusing. I know the cars are different, but the liveries are confusing. That one. And that one. Need to change that. I'll write that down in big. Later on, the 31,000th second behind Mr. Johnston is James Smith, 68, and Martin Lee is 21.2 seconds behind that fight. And Stuart Breedy is only 2.7 down the back of Martin Lee. So that Gary Linton and Ryan Dudley at 1.4. 1.4. And you can slip your teammate. No teammate, I'm just saying these two cars, these two BMWs are pretty liveried up teammates. And you can't literally bump draft your teammate if you pick up ×4 every time you clip the rear end of another car, but you can get close enough, do the old switcheroo, the old shake and bake, and then let the other car pull you. That seems to work. That's a good tactic. I've used that one before. Yeah, no bumping allowed. Gary Linton, where are you? Ooh, no. Gary! I was really rooting for him then as well. Rooting for him. Got to fend off Ryan Dudley and Dan Wareham. Because he was putting on a bit of a show. Got it all out of shape. Still up 11 spots. Down to 4th. Oh. He's rooting. Never mind. Let's check out the man on a mission. Was all up pretty early on. It's up to 5th. Down 4 still. I don't know why it's saying it's down 4 when it was reverse grid. But yeah, one may never know. Well, he should have started last, if I'm not mistaken. But he is 6.1 off the back of Gary Linton without mistake. Well, he's only 7.3 off the lead, to be honest. Not going to close it down with 200 minutes. Gary Linton has done Dan Wareham. Where is Dan? What's happened with Dan Wareham? Guess he's made a mistake because Stefan has done him as well. Stefan moves up to P2 and Gary Linton get on the podium, yeah? Oh, Kostrick, Hadfield had a crash, but they look pretty good to me. John Johnston is being handled by Martin Lee as well. Got that move done. Ryan Dudley then leading the way from Stefan, Dan Wareham. Come on, Gary. Let's go. One more spot. Get on the podium, son. Remember that? £15 or $15 iRacing vouchers. Oh! Oh! Now that's no skateboard effect. That is Dan Wareham taking a Hail Mary out of that BMW. Oh, that was savage. Just in the blink of the eyes there, he might have got crap in his eye. One may never know how hard he hit that rail. But going in and getting a move on. Now, 12th spot into third. Oh, tasty. 19 minutes on the clock. And Ryan Dudley is leading the way as it stands from Stefan and Gary Linton. This is the final lap. We'll get a quick run through the grid. After that mistake, Dan Wareham down into fourth. Baz is not too far behind. He is not too far behind at all. One more mistake and that would be it. And then it is in sixth, Tony Lamb from Allen, Jamie Allen. Not too far behind in eighth place. Adrian Hadfield is in ninth. James Smith is in 10th. John Johnston up 3 into 11th. Martin Lee. Thought he would have had a better race too with a turn of pace shown in race 1, but not to be. Not to be at all. Stuart Brealey in 13th. Scott Kostrick down there in 14th place. But has just got just under 1 second of a Stefan and Gary Linton. Can he get a second? He's pushing it, the lad is. He's pushing it. Go on, Mr. G. Look what it looks like on your side from the carousel. Keeping it pretty planted in 4th. I do like to keep it in 3rd myself, but I'm in the BMW. All cars are a little bit different. So one may never know. Runs it nice and wide there. Oh, a little bit of a that was a ginger lift. I call that. I entered a little bit of a ginger lift listening to the engine note there. Semi-planted, shall we say? Not quite close enough. Heading into turn 10. Not quite close enough indeed. Ryan Dudley will be the first over the line very shortly, but that corner is flat. Once I got the line right, it was pretty flat indeed. 1.5 ahead at the moment is Ryan Dudley. We believe that is first place signed, sealed and delivered for Ryan Dudley as the checkered flag is out. There you go. GT3 style light splashing. Give it away for the crew. Well done, Ryan Dudley. Stefan comes over in second. Gary Linton finally gets a step on the podium. Dan Wareham will ruin that mistake down in 4th place. And Baz coming home in 5th, rounding out your top 5. Ooh, that was entertaining. Amazing how quick 10 minutes goes, isn't it? One's not complaining. I say this guy as well in the AMG, Jamie Allen, had a good racer as well. Just ghosting cars there, wiping off his front grille just for the crack. Not too bad at all. We'll get the full race results when they come through. Got Mr. Brealey over the line. Lee comes only in 12th. That's Martin Lee. Not a great second race for the league host, Mr. Martin Lee. All change next week. I think it's Spa next week. One may think it's Spa off the top of my head, and I do love Spa, but I do feel it's going to be a Ferrari versus Porsche race. And I do feel that. I do believe that in my heart. There are your results. No, they're not the results, are they? Amateur hour. Is this the results? Button bashing. There you go. Ryan Dudley taking the gold step. Stefan Muir taking the silver step. And Gary Linton, rooted for you, bud, on the bronze step in 3rd place. Down where wooing the skateboarding mistake he made coming through the kink and smashing the hell out of his car. Managed to come home in 4th place though. Baz Cutting hold up early on in the race. Climbed his way all the way up to 5th place, round out top 5. Tony Lamb 6th. Jamie Allen in 7th place. Me, myself and I in 8th. Adrian Hadfield in 9th. James Smith in 10th. And John Johnston 11th. Martin Lee 12th. Not a great race for Martin Lee. Stuart Brealey in 13th. Scott Kostrick had that massive accident earlier on. Down in 14th. Sean Clark in 15th. Well, that was very good. Really enjoyed that. If you enjoyed that, get on the Discord, TANSO Discord channel. All the leagues up and running. You can get involved that way. You can head over to TANSO Racing Group on Facebook or www.tansoracing.group.com. It's all good fun. Every night's a race night here at TANSO. You won't be left out at all. There is racing everywhere. It's good fun. And we are live on Sunday nights with GR86s. Looking forward to that. That's going to be tasty as well. That you want close racing. That is savagely close racing. It's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. But once I've got everything ironed out, we'll do a proper pop-up livery, pop-up announcements every week with the streams and the leagues and things like that. But yeah, looking forward to it. But stay tuned tomorrow. I will be doing another post-race comms. It'll either be the GT4 or the touring cars. I did enjoy the touring cars. I was nose to tail with Gary Linton for a number of laps. Our contact wasn't made. It was beyond me. But hey, watch this space. There is no outro music because I haven't set up the stream deck yet. So, you know what? Have a good day, boys and girls. I will see you all later. I'm out of here. Peace.